Sure, it's all fine and good to spend your tax return on a sweet AC Infinity setup like this for your indoor grow, but the initial investment is hardly the last dollar that you will spend on your garden. Now, I rest on the extreme side of things here in Maui, where my electricity is more than any other place in the United States. The price per kilowatt is up to 48 cents per 1,000 watts. And while that might not seem like a lot, it adds up fast. Your electricity, though, likely sits closer to like 15 or 20 cents per kilowatt. You can find this information out both on your electric bill or if you just look it up online. And this is a really important number to know moving forward in this video because we can't calculate how much it's going to cost you per month if we don't know how much you pay per kilowatt. And then we can just do some simple math to figure out our costs. You can measure the power output of your device by actually measuring it at the power outlet with one of these. You can look into the manufacturer's specifications on whatever website you plan on buying or you bought it from, or you can look at the product itself for the wattage. But once we know the power draw of each item, we then need to factor in the hours that it's going to be operating every day. So we'll do my setup as an example. Here's a list of all of my gear, with the power draw and the total hours of operation listed next to each one. And you'll probably notice that the lighting requires an exorbitant amount of electricity. This is an area where it pays to make the initial investment into the best diodes. The benefit to using Samsung's Evo diodes is that they're currently leading the industry with power, or PPFD output, to power used, meaning you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck, which actually is going to save you money month over month. For example, let's take a look at the PPFD map for this Spider Farmer light without the Samsung Evo diodes. It requires 730 watts of power to generate a PPFD of 1,290 UMols at 1 foot distance. Now let's take a look at the AC Infinity Evo 6 light that uses the Samsung Evo diodes, and it only needs 500 watts to achieve a remarkable PPFD of 1,991 UMols at 1 foot distance. Which means the AC Infinity with the Evo diodes can achieve a higher par with significantly less power. With a price tag of just $79 more, and if you use my discount code HumbleGrowth, it'll actually only be $19 more for this AC Infinity light. It kind of seems like a no-brainer. Because in 1 month with my Hawaii electricity bill, this AC Infinity light will cost me $81 to run at full power for 12 hours a day. While the Spider Farmer light would run me $118 a month to operate. That's a $37 a month difference for a light that doesn't even perform nearly as well. Need I say more? I determined this by multiplying the wattage by the hours that I'm going to have it on every day. Then take this number and divide it by 1,000, since the next variable to add will be a multiplier of 1,000 watts, called a kilowatt. Then we take that number and we'll multiply that by the cost for a single kilowatt in your area. And this will be less than $1, so it's going to be written as a part with a decimal like this. Now this number we have here is going to be our cost per day. So we'll multiply this number by 30 to get the monthly cost, or by 365 to get a yearly cost to operate our garden. If you're the kind of person that gets more out of hands-on, step-by-step courses, then you're going to want to check out my 2 courses. I have Step into Hydro, which is a mini course that teaches you everything that you're going to need to know to get started with hydroponic indoor cannabis cultivation. And then I have my flagship course, the 1 Pound Plant. This is a complete education that's going to teach you everything that you would need to know to go from seed to harvest to pull a complete 1 pound plant with an indoor growth environment. This course contains 40 lessons, and each lesson comes with its own video, a guide, checklists, and action steps to keep you growing. So if either of those sound like a direction you want to head in and you want to start having big, dense harvests, then make sure you check out the links in the description box below. And until the next video, let's grow together.